All right, how's everybody doing? Tough crowd, tough crowd.
Do you think the kickoff returning thing is going to be much different on Thursday with the rules?
Nah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be much different. I mean, obviously, the people can't run 5 yards. We can't have wedges. It's going to be different things that we're going to have to try to figure out. But it's like I said earlier in OTAs, it's probably going to end up being more like a punt return. You're going to have a lot more space to be able to work with. Of course, they're trying to eliminate people getting concussions and all that type of stuff, which I think, this rule will probably allow it to happen. It'll be less concussions, but I also think it's more of an advantage for us because we're good at special teams and especially at punt return as well. So I think it's going to help us out a lot.
Are you expecting more pooch kicks around the 15 or 20 to try to put it in that spot where you can't put guys?
Nah, I mean, it depends. If you have 2 linemen out there, yeah, it's probably going to be a lot of pooch kicks going on. You don't really think linemen could be able to catch pooch kicks and stuff like that. If you got 2 more returners right there, nah, I don't think they'll do that. They might try to test it, but, I mean, you put the ball in any type of returner's hands, then, you never know what can happen, especially if they're dangerous returners. So I think that it's going to go with a lot of people are going to have to figure out what exactly they want to do at the return game. But, for us or whoever else, if you put 3 returners back there, it makes the return game more valuable.
Baseball center fielder back there. Every ball's yours. If you call off guys, or you guys have responsibility if it's way short, for instance.
Yeah, no, I mean, I probably call off guys, but I tell them if they have any type of like hesitation, I tell them to catch the ball. At the end of the day, we just want the football. It doesn't matter who has the ball in their hands. We trust that the person who has the ball is going to make the best play possible. For me, I would love to always have the ball in my hands, but sometimes it's not that case, especially if they pooch it and stuff like that. But if we have 2 other returners in front of me, then it won't matter who gets the ball.
As a veteran who's played a lot, started a lot of games, what do you look to get out of the first preseason game?
I just look to continue to further my game. Obviously, going into each year, there's things that you want to be able to work on, things that you want to get better at. And, my 4 years when I was at Kansas State, my 4th year was when I put everything together, whenever I was a great receiver as well as a great returner. And so that's the thing that I want to be able to do is I want to be able to put everything together. I don't want to just be a great returner and an average receiver. I want to be able to be a great receiver and a great returner as well. And I think this is the year where it happens.
Goals you put out for yourself for this offseason, and where do you feel like you are with them now heading into the preseason?
I mean, I'm not really the type of person that do a lot of goals. Sometimes when I don't achieve goals, I get real down on myself because I'm super hard on myself. My main thing is just to be able for me to keep God first, because if I do that, I don't worry about the critics. I don't worry about like the fans that go against you, the people that say all the negativity things. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a simple-minded person, and so I want to keep my life simple, and I want to keep my goals simple. I want to keep everything simple because that's how I play my best game. I don't want to make things too complicated where I got to depend on this or I think I got to do all these things to be successful. I just keep it simple.
Obviously, you had the health issue this time a year ago, though. How different does it feel from that standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, it feels different, but, I never use that to my advantage to make people feel bad for me. I could care less how people felt. Some people thought I had a bad season last year. I thought I had a great season the way that I felt. Not too many people would have been able to go out there and play all 16 games like I did or even do half the stuff that I did. So, I mean, I take that credit upon myself. I could have easily set out and took the easy way out, but I don't ever do that. Going into this year, I mean, I'm stronger mentally. I'm stronger physically. There's a lot of things that I can do. I could go back to how I play my game. The funny thing is when you're not able to play your game, you got to figure out how to still play your game, but figure out how to switch it up a little bit. And that's exactly what I did. I switched it up to where certain things still work. Now I can go back to how I really play, and it makes me feel more comfortable because now I can play my game.
Tyler, there's always something special about returning to CenturyLink Field for the first time in the season. Just how meaningful is it for you, even as a veteran?
Oh, man, I love it. I tell everybody who hadn't been to a CenturyLink game, I tell them, man, hey, it's like a concert. You come into CenturyLink, you're going to hear all these type of songs. You're going to hear the crowd rocking. You're going to hear the noise. Like, you're going to hear all of us having fun out there. And before you know it, you're not going to want to go to any other game anymore because it's never going to be the same. So I look forward to it. Obviously, the last time we played there, we lost. But I look forward to going back out there, being able to hear the fans, and being able to get this season rolling.
How different has this week been preparing for a preseason game?
No, it's the same. I mean, obviously, we just worry about ourselves. It doesn't really matter who we play. It's all about taking one game at a time and being able to get better. Our coaches do a great job at being able to scout, and we do our job being able to watch the film, see everything that it is that we need to see, make sure we're on the same page and our chemistry and stuff like that. But when you go out there, I mean, you just go play your game. You don't switch up nothing, try to change up stuff just because you're going against different people. You do what got you here, and that's exactly what we focus on every day.
What's it been like so far playing under Brian Schottenheimer and this kind of what? How have you noticed him sort of running?
No, I mean, I like him. He's real creative, real strategic. And I think that's one of the things that allow us to be successful. I always say we have an intellectual type of offense, so we always have to know what everybody's doing, and we also have to know what the defense is doing. And so that keeps everybody on their toes. We got to watch who's blitzing. We got to watch every move that people make. And so I think that allows us to be more successful because no matter what the defense does, we're always going to have something for it.
Anything else, guys?
Pete has emphasized throughout the offseason a re-emphasis on the running game. What does that mean for you?
The running game opens up everything, I don't know if some of y'all do, but when y'all play Madden, you can't pass the ball unless you run the ball. So, when you run the ball, that's when the play actions open up. That's when deep field type stuff open up, and that's what we're good at. We're good at the explosive plays, and so you get an explosive run game going to where we cut wall and we making the type of fits on our blocks as receivers. Now all of a sudden you do play actions and stuff like that. It all looks the same, and when you make things look the same, that's whenever you're able to get more explosive plays downfield.
Thank you, Tyler.
Appreciate it.